All right, that looks good. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put in present mode. I cannot see if you say anything to me. So if this is not working out, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm hoping that you can all see this right now. As a matter of fact, I know that my daughter's on. So let me check with her. Can you see my slide?
Yeah.
How great is she? Huh? She's my little backup. Because you know what happens if you've ever been on one of my hangouts before. It's usually the time where my dog Charlie decides he's got to go potty. And I can't get up. You know, once I get on a roll, I can't stop. So go ahead and stretch your feet out, get yourself comfortable, get your pen and paper, and let's dig in. So like I said before, I want to welcome you to tonight's Real Talk with Coach Tara. We're going to learn 5 different steps that we can use. We can apply to our blogs tonight or tomorrow, whenever you get to it, to help you monetize your blog. And these things are just, you're going to be surprised. There's going to be some things you might already be doing, but you might want to tweak after this. But anyway, let's get going. Okay, my mission tonight, let me hide that. My mission here this evening in this webinar is to teach you the 5 simple steps to turn your blog into a profit-making machine. So the problem with blogging is this: there are so many small business owners out there missing out on the profits simply because they're not utilizing the indelible power of content and attraction marketing. And there's a couple of different statistics about blogging and small business that you really need to know, whether you're a network marketer, whether you're in e-commerce, whether you have a small brick and mortar, local business. It doesn't matter what kind of business you're in business. You could have a landscaping business. You could have a pizza place. You could be selling jewelry on the internet. You could be a network marketer. There are numerous fields in which you could be in where you're self-employed. You are your own boss. And if you're not using blogging, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. I'm going to tell you why right now. 46% of everyone that's online right now reads a blog every single day. 67% of businesses that use blogs make more money than those that do not. 70% evergreen sales come from blogs that were written before. So those are called evergreen sales. Those are things that we'll get into in just a moment. So there are a lot more statistics on this right now, but those 3 different things really stood out to me to help get the point across to you. Okay, more people are more likely to buy a product because of a blog they read. They feel more in touch with the brand. Plus, as an entrepreneur, you want to be building community, and it's your home on the internet. I mean, if you look at it from that kind of point of view, if you look at it like my personal mentor, Lisa Torres, always says, if you don't have a blog, you're homeless on the internet. It doesn't matter if you're selling eyelashes. You need to be blogging. It's so important, because what makes you different from the next person selling eyelashes? What makes you different from the next guy, from your competition? Well, what makes you different is the culture that you create, and the blog is where your people get to hang out together, where you've created a culture. So here's the thing about marketing versus sales. Content and attraction marketing increases your inbound sales, crushing traditional sales pitch method in the face. Okay, I want you to ask yourself right now, would I rather buy from someone that's giving me valuable information first, or would you rather buy from someone pitching me a product? I know what your answer is there. You have that same experience I have every day on the internet. You get on the internet, someone's trying to sell you something, but nobody wants to take the time to provide me some value first, right? So think about it from your customer's point of view. Think about it from who your target market, their point of view. You want to treat your target market, your potential business partners, your potential customers and clients the way that you want to be treated. And the best way to do it is to create a value funnel starting with your blog. So you know the answer is yes. You would rather buy from someone that is giving you value up front over just walking down the street and having somebody jump in your face and say, "Get this right now." You know, when's the last time you bought something from someone that said, "Here's my link"? It's pretty rare. You also, as a business person, want people to be asking you for more information. And the only way they're going to ask you for more information, it's not because you posted up your link to your business opportunity on your Facebook page. It's because you're talking about the value of your lifestyle because of your business opportunity on your Facebook page. And then somebody comes in your inbox and says, "What is it you do?" And then you can show them your blog, and they can start to experience the culture that you've created in your own business. Now, your business is you, Inc. Your blog is your home on the internet. So this is how it works. Step one, you create your vision. You create that vision that you have. You decide once and for all where it is that you want to see your business go and why you want to see it go there. You want to ask yourself, who do you really want to serve? And then you want to create content to serve. You want to find out what your customer base is concerned about and write content that gives them solutions. And then step three, you're going to give your trusted recommendation. You're going to offer a smaller priced, high value solution to your potential customers, and you're always going to over deliver. This is a very basic, what you would call a funnel setup. This is a very basic thing. Create your vision, know what it is that you want to be, know what it is you want your business to be, find out who it is that you want to do business with, whether it's customers, whether it's business partners, whether it's clients, and create content based on their problems to serve them and offer them solutions. And then you're going to give a trusted recommendation because now they trust you because you've been consistently every single day providing content to them. You're going to offer them smaller, high-value solutions. Some of those things could be free. As a matter of fact, some of them should be. Some of them could be low cost or ease of entry, really small. You do that first before you ask for the big chunk. Because if you don't earn the money, you can't get the money. Let's go back to the employee mindset here. If you want to make $35 an hour working in a restaurant or working in some sort of corporate place or something like that, say it's an hourly wage and you're aiming for $35 an hour, you're not going to get $35 an hour by giving $5 an hour worth of work. So apply that here. Apply that here. I really want to stress this. I don't want to sound like I'm getting nervous about it, but I see this all the time. People just, how is this going to help me, sell more of this? How is this going to help me? Because if you're so concerned about how you're going to sell some of that, you're not going to be concerned enough about your business to make a legacy out of it, create a culture around it, and create long-term residual income. The value of your lead list, if they're a buyer lead list, it's even better. Once somebody purchases one single thing from you, whether it's a $7 ebook or a $149 a monthly subscription to something, as soon as they purchase one thing, they're much more likely to purchase from you again. Why? Because you've dumped so much value into that front-end offer. Front-end offer. Get used to these words tonight, guys. Okay, so the skills, content plus strategic offers equal profits. So here we go. Let's get into the meat of it tonight. The 5 steps to monetize your blog. Some of these are often overlooked or they're underused. Number 1, your homepage. Your homepage. This is absolutely by far the most underutilized monetization strategy in the blogging world. You could probably look at your blog right now, go to your homepage, and you're probably going to see a list of blogs that you wrote. You can go to the blog that I just had recently where I had that really awesome video playing with the incredible, awesome video, a beautiful front page. However, it wasn't doing what a front page job should be doing. And what I just had there was just what my blog posts were. Okay, we're going to talk about how to make that front page, that home page, that welcome page work for you and deliver more value to your potential customers and the visitors to your website. Number 2, your right sidebar. I say right sidebar because most people, they find they found that people are completely blind to the left sidebar already. That could change. This particular sidebar issue is going to fluctuate. It's just the nature of the game. Okay, and there's a lot more inline text advertising or banners going on now too. You want to start kind of playing with that, but let's talk about the right sidebar, and we're going to talk about whether or not you should use a form or a banner. That's the question. Okay. Number 3, syndication, getting people to your blog. If you can't get someone there, if you're not willing to do the work to do that, you could monetize your blog at the yin yang, and it's not going to do you any good. As a matter of fact, search engines are looking for social media optimization just as much as they're looking for SEO. Now, what is SEO? That's search engine optimization. It's the way that you word things and target certain demographics by using certain words. Social media optimization, well, that's about, well, we're going to get into that in a minute. Let's get on to the next one. P.S. I love you. Number 4, P.S. I love you. Your postscript. After your post and signature, your PS should have a lead magnet or a related and congruent offer. And the last one, number 5. Now, none of these are last but least or whatever, but this one happens to be really a big deal. Native advertising. Write that down. Native advertising or in-post clickable links. These are very powerful. They're very unintrusive, and you're going to make money from using them. Okay? Simple recommendations to products you are using and talking about in your content can be linked back to affiliate links that belong to you. Okay, so let's dive right in. Your homepage or your welcome mat. Okay? Number 1, your homepage is the page, like say if you go right now, you can open up another browser right now and look and take a look right along with me. CoachTara.com. Go ahead and open a new tab and type in CoachTara.com. Okay, what you're going to find there, as soon as the page is loaded and you haven't scrolled, don't scroll, just look at what you're looking at. What you're looking at is what we call, it's an old newspaper term called above the fold. Okay, you may have heard of this, that when a journalist writes an article, if their article gets above the fold, they're going to get more juice. If you paid for advertising in a newspaper and you had paid for above the fold advertising, it gets more juice. Above the fold on the internet means the page that, without any scrolling, what the person sees when they look at the website. So above the fold, what you're going to want to have is, and you can see right at the top of my homepage there, is a menu, the blog name, and a lead magnet. Okay, I'm offering a 35-point Facebook checklist, and I'm showing you also how you're going to be able to navigate my site. That's Stella screaming. Number 2, I have, if you scroll down now a little bit, you're going to see some social icons. You could put social icons there or testimonials from clients, teammates, people you know in the field. Testimonies are a very powerful thing. I don't have any testimonials in there. I have social icons right now. Okay. Then you scroll down a little bit more and you're going to see a limited offer, a limited time offer. I actually have a time ticker on it. That's a very powerful thing to have there. And number 4, all the way down towards the bottom, not all the way, slow down a little bit up. Okay. That's what you call the footer. And in there, I have the contact me, the latest blog post, and a picture of myself. Okay. Those are the basics. You can get so much more elaborate than that. It could be like a really long sales page if you like. However, that's how I have mine set up right now. And I have the basics, and the basics are those things that you need. You need to have above the fold, menu, blog name, and lead magnet. 2, social icons or testimonials. 3, limited time offer. 4, contact me, latest blog post, and post author image. Like I said, those are the basics. You can write this down to go look at later. A really extensive version of a homepage. You can go to MLSP.com, check that out. that goes on. I don't know how even far you scroll, but they really get into it. And you can pick 3 things out of there, 4 things out of there that you really would like to have on your homepage, and use it as a guideline and create a really powerful homepage. Okay? Don't leave this, don't go another day without having a homepage like this, guys. Give your people, when you post something on social media and or somebody says, what's your website? You want them to, boom, immediately see what's going on, who you are, what you're offering, what kind of value you're bringing to the marketplace, and what they can expect to see more of inside. Now your right sidebar. To use an opt-in form or a banner instead. Now that's the question. Well, my mentor, he's kind of a big deal, 7-figure blogger, has shown me that using a side banner with a lead magnet is far more effective than an opt-in form. You're also able to track it much easier and faster. Okay, so if you go ahead and click on blog, if you go back to my website and click on blog, and you'll see that'll be my blog archives right there, and you're going to start to see the sidebars there. On the right hand side, you're going to see at the top I have a clickable banner, and that's what you should have in place, something like that. You could have a free lead magnet, you could have a free video, teach people, you know, like what I've got there is what I used to, it's like my secret profit center, you know, it's like my toolbox, like the whole toolbox, like the whole kabang. And you want something like that there. Now, what if you're working in network marketing and you don't have a lead magnet? Well, we'll get into that a little bit later. Okay. You also want to have social follow widgets on your right sidebar, like a Facebook like box. You can see I have one right there. Your Instagram feed, I think those are really nice. So I've been loving them, and I finally figured out a way to get it on my blog. And so the Instagram feed's really nice because it gives a visual content, you know, of what you're doing on Instagram. Instagram is a little bit different than your Facebook and your Twitter and everything else. It's a little bit more personal. It's a little bit more exciting, a little bit more candid. And that's a really nice thing to have over there. And of course, social follow buttons. You want people to connect with you on all the platforms. One mistake I see a lot of people do is they only have Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Well, what if your people like to hang out on LinkedIn? Why aren't you going to give them a way for them to connect with you there? You know, you've got some blogging nerds out there that really love StumbleUpon. I do. Why not give them a way for you to connect with them there? Not everybody's on Facebook. I know a lot of people are, but not everybody is. Not everybody's on Twitter. Not everybody's on Pinterest. Not everybody's on Google+. There's a lot of people, they find a place that they like better, and they want to be able to connect with you there. Even if that's not your hangout on the internet, it's still a place they should be able to connect with you at. You should be providing value on those spots. So make sure you have your social follow buttons, and don't be skimpy with them. You know, do the basics and then some, okay? Whatever you have an account with, make sure they can connect with you. If you don't have a Pinterest account, get one. If you don't have a LinkedIn account, get one. If you don't have a StumbleUpon account, get one. I'm telling you, the traffic that comes into my blog from StumbleUpon sometimes freaks my mind out. You know, yeah, Facebook's generally where the traffic comes from. However, StumbleUpon, I got people looking for my particular subject matter. And then, what? I lost it. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, underneath your social follows, you go right ahead and put yourself another banner offer. That could be to an affiliate product. It could be to your marketing group on Facebook. It could be to anything like that. Make another banner, put another banner there. It could be your own product, and it could be a recurring offer. It could be something that, you know, that they'll be charged every single month for. You know, something low cost, high value. Put it in there. Go ahead. Do it. So you can have up to 2 more banners on your blog. Syndication. Okay, this one, guys, I gotta say, when I gotta ask you a question. Let me ask you guys a question, and I'll be able to see the your answers to this in a little bit. Hold on one second, guys. Is there anything we can do? I promise you, my granddaughter's not being tortured. It's just that time of night. Okay, so I want to ask you a question. I know this has happened to me. Maybe it's happened to you. If it has, you are going to be acutely aware of this. You go to a blog, you see it, it's gorgeous. They took the time to write this beautiful content. They have all these things going for it. They've offered you so much value, and you want to interact with their content, and there's no comment section. If you want to make money on your blog, you better be interacting with the people that come to visit your content. It's like inviting people over to your house and hiding in the bathroom the whole time. It's like inviting people out to dinner with you and you sitting there looking at your cell phone the whole time. If you want your blog to be shared, if you want the search engines to see that you are being interacted with on your blog, you better be prepared to interact with people. Okay? Getting eyes on your blog is so crucial and often overlooked. You can't rely solely on SEO, which is search engine optimization. You must increase your SMO power. That's your social media optimization. Search engines are looking for websites that are relevant to its users. They consider user interaction as a sign of quality content. You want to tribe up with other bloggers and interact with each other's content. People are not just going to show up at your blog unless you put that blog in front of them. And when you tribe up with other bloggers, you can interact with each other's content, social share each other's content, and more people are going to find your stuff because Google's going to like it better and it's going to rank it faster. Okay? Some examples, blogging groups. For example, I have one. I created it a few years ago when network blogs kind of let the syndication part go. And I was really frustrated with that because I got a lot of traffic from, going into the forums on network blogs. So I created the blog exchange. And basically, it's a simple concept. You go in there, you go to 3 different people's blogs, you leave a comment on their blogs, and you social share to one of your social media sites. And when you've done that to 3 people, you drop your link into the blog group. You tag the 3 people you interacted with so they can remember to go to your blog. And that's it. You want to do that in a few different groups. Okay, so like I have the blog exchange. There's a bunch of really powerful communities on Google+. Don't ever sleep on Google+, especially if you're a content marketer. Those are certain things that those are what the profitable bloggers are doing out there. That's their secret weapon. They are not relying on just the dazzlement of their content to get people to show up. If you notice, you go around and look at other people's blogs in your field, and you're going to start to see a trend. You're going to start to see people that you saw on the last blog you read commenting and interacting with that content. Okay? It's not a mistake. This is something that takes time and a lot of energy. And if you don't have the money to outsource this part, block off some time every single day, every single blog post to make this happen for yourself. Really successful bloggers comment a lot on other people's stuff. I've actually heard, I think Neil Patel comments on 35 other blogs a day. Do you have any idea how much money Neil Patel makes with blogs? It's crazy sauce. Let's put it to you this way. I think he spent $175,000 in taking out employees to lunch last year alone. And what does he do? He blogs. Okay? So join these groups, find some groups, and participate in them. I'm going to have a solution for this as well by the end of this. webinar. Another thing that people tend to miss out on, this is native advertising. Now, I don't know how big these pictures are to you, but let me go ahead and explain what native advertising is. It's in-post clickable words linking back to affiliate products that you earn a commission from or helps you build your list. Okay. For example, or it can also do what we call cornerstoning your blog, but that's another story. That's another time. Right now, we're just talking about monetization. Okay. So for example, when you discuss a particular product, you insert your affiliate link to that product. Like the other day, I wrote a blog post, 13 things that extremely happy people do. I think that was the name of the blog. And I'm reading the book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And I'm really impressed with this book, so I'm talking about it a lot in my blog. I'm just not saying The Slight Edge and making you go to Amazon and look it up yourself and try to figure it out. I'm serving you by making sure that all you got to do is click on the name and you will be brought to the product page so you can put it on your wish list on Amazon or go ahead and buy it. And when you click on that link, it's going to be to my Amazon link. I made $5 the other day because of that blog. It ain't a lot of money. And you're not probably ever going to get rich selling Amazon books. But I'm telling you, the more that you serve, the more products that people purchase because of your recommendation, the more likely they are to buy from you again. So maybe that $5 worth of books I sold the other day, which is incredible actually, because your commission rate over there, I think it's something like, like 0.2%. I don't even know. That stuff adds up, guys. And if they purchased a Slight Edge and they bought it for $13 and I was able to impact their life with that book, they're going to come back and try to find out what else I'm reading, aren't they? That's something that you want to have going for you. So say you're in cosmetology, say you're in a makeup company, say you're selling Mary Kay, and you want people to come back to you for different things. I mean, you don't want to be talking about Mary Kay all day long. Mary Kay has spent the money on branding themselves. It's time for you to brand you, correct? When you're writing a blog post about different things, when it has to do with skincare or applying makeup, you want to link back. You could linking back to your own products, right? On your own website, your own Mary Kay website. Linking back, say maybe you're talking about the power of entrepreneurialism and how incredible Mary Kay is for our industry. She's just an amazing, amazing, amazing icon in our industry. Maybe there's a book written by her that you could give a quote from and say, learn more about Mary Kay here. I mean, the possibilities are endless, guys. If you're a mommy blogger, I got a lot of questions from mommy bloggers. They can't figure out what the heck are they going to sell. Well, diapers, books, Mickey Mouse stuff. I mean, there is so much stuff that goes on with being a parent that literally every single one of those products you could link back to your Amazon account. My friend and buddy and mentor, Ray Higgin, he did a blog about his morning routine, and he put in his Vitamix and all this stuff. Every single one of the items that were listed in his morning routine blog, which is more of a fun blog than anything, linked back to his Amazon links. And he made a couple of $100 selling Vitamixes that day, and still do. I'm sure he's still making money off of it. So that's what you call native advertising. It's very unintrusive. People don't get pissed off about it, because they're curious. People are curious. They're going to click on it and look. If they go over there and say maybe they ain't got the $13 in their bank account today to buy the Slight Edge, that doesn't mean it's not going to hit their wish list. And even if I don't even know how that works, if I would make a commission from it or not, it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that I'm serving the people that are reading my blog. I'm not going to tell them this and then make them Google it. If you can help them from Googling something, do that. This is very powerful. Your Postscript. This is something that I'm just getting started using, guys. I got to be honest with you, because I see the power of the Postscript on other people's blogs, and I just recently started implementing it because it's really overlooked and underused money-making section of your blog. It's after the content. Your PS I love you goes a long way. You will combine your native advertising I just taught you and your final suggestion right here. So I wrote a blog post yesterday inviting people to come to this particular hangout. And after it was all said and done, all the invitations had been made, and what I had taught, the 3 keys to monetizing your blog, key elements to having a money-making blog, I led it right into the 5 things that we must add to monetize our blog. I added a postscript talking about something that I am learning from right now that will greatly enhance the quality of the person reading that blog's life if they purchase it. If I don't tell them about it, I'm stealing from them the potentiality that product could do for them. Are you going to do that anymore? I'm not. I'm done doing that. Next. So where did I learn all this awesome stuff from? Well, I want to introduce you right now to my 7-figure blogging mentor, Ray Higdon. Now, if you know me at all, it's possible that you've actually been through my Coach Tara YouTube bootcamp. I talk about him a lot in that because I got to tell you that I've been making money based on what this man's been teaching me for a long, long time. So I confess I've learned a lot from Ray, and as a matter of fact, he taught me how to profit from video. Many of you heard of this from me before, and some of you have not. I've had days where my video marketing has brought me in up to 7 new business partners in one day because of what Ray Higdon taught me about videos. He's taught me to stay consistent. He is well known as the king of consistency in our field, and once you hear his story and how much he's failed before anything started working out, you will agree with me that Ray Higdon is someone you should be listening to. He's taught me to profit from my blog, and I'm going to show you some screenshots later. I have consistently been implementing everything I could have possibly learned from my blog, from him in my blogging, and that took me from a really bad profit, really bad. I mean, just like 6 months, maybe $200 in affiliate sales. To, I mean, like, holy shit, that guys, this is what I do. You can't have 6 months of zero money coming in. Okay? To putting myself back in profits from my blogs because I'm utilizing what I've learned from him so far on a consistent basis. So 90% of my business right now in my business comes from my personal profit-making machine, my blog. I add video, I blog, I add video, I serve, I blog. I have all those things in place on my blog. Like I said, the PS, the postscript, that's something new. I had a hard time wrapping my mind around it. I don't anymore. That's why we should listen to Ray. So recently I made a really big decision in my business that's going to take me from a thousandaire, literally a thousandaire if you look right there, to a 6-figure blogger over the next 12 months. I have absolutely zero doubt about that. Now, what you're looking at is one of my programs and one of my, I'm showing you my back office here, guys. Since August 15th, 2015, I have been paid out a total of $2,269.57. Now, that's not a lot of money, but I'm going to tell you what. That's a lot more money than most people I even come across make. And that's all because of my blog. Now, let's look at what's going on so far this month. This reflects, at the bottom of the page here, this reflects commissions earned in only one of my programs from my blog since September 15th to date. Each dollar was generated because of my blog. That's not 1 month, that's 2 months, I'm sorry. I keep thinking it's October still. So add that to the top number, and I'm in profit in my business. I'm in profit in my business. Are you? So I invested in myself because while those numbers are really cool and all, they don't pay the bills. They could be way better. And one thing I've learned for sure is this. Those that invest in their skills increase their ability to serve, and by default, the income increases. Wouldn't you like to double, triple, or totally transform your business over the next